Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Pablo Lopez.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
George Springer in the box now. No balls and a strike. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. And he deals. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Bichette gets out of the way. That's ball one. Lopez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a curve, and he works at a sinker. That misses the zone. 2-0. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
This to center field. Buxton moves under it. Brings it in. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab, Kevin Gossman.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Stepping in, Willie Castro.
The designated hitter,
The pitch. And downstairs. Bounce to the right side. Jimenez. In plenty of time to first. One gone, one and a half to first. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
fouled off. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Out to short. Bichette whips it to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Hammered, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Byron Buxton.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And here it comes. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. Lewis off the first with 2 away. There's the swing and a miss.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for Minnesota. We played an inning. No score. And we're back. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Lopez back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Boom, our man Darryl Parker DP at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Drill to right, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here is Alejandro Kirk. That pitch in for a strike. Going on. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. On the ground to first. And it gets by him. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one back. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Outstanding catch right there. I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the ball was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Spencer Horwitz, batting with one down, takes a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck, and that should be extra bases. Kirk rounds second on his way to third, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So digging in, Leo Jimenez. Golden opportunity right here. That just misses, and it's 1-0. That to right. Nabs it. Runner tags for third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That misses, and it's a ball to strike. Horwitz on third with 2 out. On the ground, Lewis zips it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Down to the bottom of the second. Blue Jays 2, and the Twins nothing. Bottom of the second. Max Kepler at the plate.
Well, after going up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. I just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Right through there for a strike. Got him. And that's the first out. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Gosman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And that's too high.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Foul ball still 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Walmer, the next Twin up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. Foul off left side. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. And that one is inside. Struck him out looking. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning, and the batter is George Springer. And a pitch. Springer, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2011. In the air, left side. Walner under it. And there's one down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Struck out looking his first time. Chopped left side. Tosses to first, and Bichette is retired.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Buxton going back, and that one's off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now Dalton Varsho. Little chopper rolls foul.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 ball hitter up.
At the belt and fires.
Ball, that's out.
Pitch misses there. 2-1. And that's outside. Alejandro Kirk waiting to hit for Toronto. That one catches the zone. 3-2 now. This one popped up right side. Julian settles under this one. He's got it. And that is that. One left for Toronto. They're up 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. swing and it just misses. And he's swinging and a miss.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
About really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off on because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Now Correa up to hit. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and we're all square. It's 2-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally it doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out. At least it went around nothing, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Here's Royce Lewis. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses, and it's 2-0. Gosman, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Ripped to the right center, base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bob with so many positives that led to that knock.
And now here is Byron Buxton. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball for a strike. Lewis leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, these Blue Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Addison Barger getting ready to hit. Fly to right his first time. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air out to center. Has a beat on it. He's got it. There's two away. Spencer Horwitz next up for the Blue Jays. Doubled his first time up. That's outside. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. The line to kick to the 1-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Rings and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing to do it for the Blue Jays. Score remains 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting Max Kepler. And a pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, these Twins do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and we're seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the screen as well.
That's towards center. Varsho settles under it and makes the catch. 1 down.
It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runners already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Santana batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And that one pulled foul. All tied up. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. That one blasted deep to right. Springer drop step going back. That one is gone. He leaves the yard to right. It's 3-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Well, he almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Here's the left fielder, Matt Wallner. He was a strikeout victim his first time. A swing and a ball lined out towards center. Out. Number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. And sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a nod sometimes.
And stepping in is the speedy Edouard Julien. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. Bounced up the middle. Jimenez whips it to first on the run. On target. He got it. Nice play. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. So up next, Leo Jimenez.
The second baseman, Leo Jimenez.
The line of the pitch. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, these Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
The 1-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder. First time up, he grounded to third. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a foul ball.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
That one down the line, and foul ball. The Blue Jays trailing by a run. We're at the top of the fifth. Out to center. Buxton moves under it. And it's caught for the out.
The right fielder,
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. Here's the strike up high. And it's 0-1. The pitch.
Oh, that's outside.
That one ripped, but foul. On the ground to third. Rolls across the diamond, and that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 3-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And the batter now, Ryan Jeffers. Gosman back to work. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Good eye in that spot. Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Not even close there. 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. High in the air, out to right. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab, one away. This is Willie Castro. 1 for 2. Right down the chute, strike one. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. kicks and fires. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Down. 2 gone now.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him out.
2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Carlos Correa. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. There's a line drive to left field. Varsho snags it on the run. Down go the Twins in order, but they still lead at 3-2. Top 6, and now for the Jays, Bichette. The line of the pitch. In the air, center field. Buxton sizing it up. He's got it, and there's one down.
The first base baseman.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one wrapped foul. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. He's already homered in this game. Upstairs. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next one misses, and it's 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And now 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, baby.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And looking for the K. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That one's in there, going 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And the right-hander deals. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So first and second with 2 outs. Addison Barker next up for the Blue Jays. 1-1. And a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Now, just a nice job coming through a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play, maybe an error, maybe a hit.
2 outs, bases full. And now it's going to be Spencer Horwitz.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Two outs. That one just misses. Going to count 1-2. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Justin Topa warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Thielbar, the lefty, warming up as well. Righty to the plate. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the righty deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Buxton in position. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they strand 3 and leave them loaded. Hard in the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Bottom of the 6th. Down the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Third baseman.
The pitch. And there's the strike.
Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Buxton stands in now and watches strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Found back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-2. And that just misses. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Bam, swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Max Kepler, the next to hit. Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Germany. First pitch just misses. there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And strike two.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. And Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Now a fly ball to right center. Springer on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Top of inning number 7, and here is Leo Jimenez. And the right-hander back to work. Just missed. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough the 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
That's in there, and 1-1. To the right side. Throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Number 9 in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 2-0. That one to first, Santana. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now,
Back to the top of the lineup, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Bounce to the right. Tosses to first. That takes care of Springer. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Twins 3 and the Blue Jays 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Genesis Cabrera.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game now. Carlos Santana. He's already homered here in this one. The pitch. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Number 43 up and loosening in the pen. Tate, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Right side, hard hit. Guerrero takes it himself, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
the left fielder.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. That's a strike across the top of the zone. 1 out, base is empty. Just missed. The pitch. Hard hit left side. 2 up, 2 down.
Now, second baseman, Edward.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least one or two breaking balls in the at-bats.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Griffin Jacks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now for the Jays, Bulbashet. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one misses, but it's 1-1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Yohan Duran, the closer, is getting loose. Stewart also throwing. Here's a 1-1. Bounded ball here, rolls foul. Right-handed reliever. And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
He goes down looking.
That big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound and emotion about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Larry in the box now, takes strike one. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the eighth. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Well, that's that stuff right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to beat that barrel to.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2. And here it comes. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The 2-2 now. That's down and in. Dalton Varsho on deck for the Blue Jays. Right-hander kicks, deals, and the tying run is on base. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter and 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Varsho up to bat next, lays off the ball. This with a changeup. Now 2-0. Left-hand hitter waits. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Righty delivers. That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count's even at 2. Guerrero stands at first with 1 out. Next offering misses. Full count now.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
Alejandro Kirk waiting to hit for Toronto.
a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done.
Rock Stewart gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Close, but call the ball. 1-0.
Typically, the outfield defense would play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Line drive, that's a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Here comes the runner. The relay throw. He comes across to score. The Blue Jays tie it up. It's 3-all.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And the batter now towards first. They limit the damage here. The Jays push across a run on this double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 43.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now, Ryan Jeffers.
The catcher.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Kicks and deals.
That's a ball. 21.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that is Springer. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Castro in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. A right-hander is up and thrown. And fouled off. All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Feels amazing getting a jump out when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turn on it nicely for the knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Carlos Correa. 1 for 3.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground, slides for the stop, slings to second, on to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's off at the inside edge. And it's 1-0. At the belt and fires.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 gone. A possible go-ahead run at first. Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Byron Buxton in the on-deck circle. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
And ball 4 to a board.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
Byron Buxton will hit next. In for a strike. 1-1. Correa over at second. Lewis at first. 2 out of the inning. Goes up empty.
Well, he's going to do something special right here. It's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
0-2 now. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swings and misses, struck him out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. 9th inning coming up, all tied up at 3 apiece. All set to start the 9th in this one. And down to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Spencer Horwitz. And he deals. That one missing inside. Now pop up on the infield. Lewis settles under. And a quick out, number 1.
The second baseman, Leo.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Fouled off. He was late. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. And now 2 gone. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's the left fielder. That one fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a pop-up. Moving under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Staying in the game on defense, Ernie Clement. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Dylan Tate comes on now.
Number 33. Dylan Tate.
And now for the Twins, Max Kepler. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. As he turns on the rubber, here with that good live arm delivers. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jordan Romano preparing to come on if needed. Why to kick the pitch. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
And another ball. The pitch.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Carlos Santana to bat next. 3-2. And a base hit up the middle. And now the winning run is on base.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Puts a bunt down. Guerrero. They apply the tag and the runner moves up to second. Matt Walmer getting ready to hit. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. With the winning run standing at second here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch is outside. Dives, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Looks like it would be a pinch hitter. Jose Miranda. A critical at bat in this game for him. Double play ball to second. Clement. And there's 2 away.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
In a strategy here, they issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a forced play at any base. Right to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Willie Castro. That's to third, and that chance handled. They take the force out. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. All tied up at 3 apiece. So remaining in the game defensively, Jose Miranda. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. And we're back. Here's George Springer to start it off. And a pitch. And that's outside. Ball 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. With chase that time. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's got it. And there's one down.
The bat
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Known for his late inning heroics. Right through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Fastball for a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, but we've got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
That's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Righty to the plate. High fly ball out in the left center field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now the first base.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get it out.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Anthony DeSclafani. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch misses. swings and chases a low one there.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, number 29. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Carlos Correa.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Late swing, fouled off. Next pitch is outside. And a good eye there. Royce Lewis up next. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
3-2 now. Here's a rocket to right field. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tags at second. In there. He's safe.
Now the third baseman.
Royce Lewis, the next twin up to hit.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on the force at second first. Perhaps get an inning-ending double play. Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
2-1.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
This guy's got good power with one swing. He can win it for him. Byron Buxton getting on deck circle. Three-two. In the air on the infield. Guerrero moving under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
The center field, number 25.
Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. Just missed. Winning run at third, 2 down. And the runner's coming home. Bunt attempt, popped up. On the run, sends it over to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We push on to the 11th. All tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The pitch. Fall off foul. Oh, 1 now. Right through there for a strike. Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And it's second. Into center. On his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We don't know. Those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now the third baseman, Addison Barker. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out. He makes all the plays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And the righty deals. Swooped into left field, base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 4-3.
Just a punch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumping, didn't try to let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 down, runner at first. Now it's the DH, Spencer Horwitz. Barker leads off first with 1 away. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Off the mark there. Ball 3.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Pitch in for a strike, and now 3-0. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now, second base.
Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
That was a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And the 0-1. Liner saved it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one hit to first. Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jordan Romano.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see it pretty.
Well, one-run game, and now for the Twins, Max Kepler. The pitch. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at one.
To tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
So the tying run at second. Ripped to first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So up next for Minnesota, Carlos Santana. That one is upstairs. With the winning run at the plate, and here in extra innings. And the right-hander deals. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. That's a little bit low. With the tying run at second, winning run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Great chase that time. Matt Wallner waits on deck. And that's ball four.
Wrong side of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, one out. Next to hit, Matt Wallner. Popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Now batter, the second baseman.
The Twins down to their final out. And next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. Trying to deliver as the hero. Yeah, there's the ball. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The Twins down to their final strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's enough. The run comes in from second. It's ball four.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
First and second, 2 outs. Ryan Jeffers, the next to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. And we're in the bottom of the 11th. And here it comes. And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Tied at 4. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Right-hander kick steals. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. Beats him to the bag, and that means we're playing 12. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 11 innings in the books now. And we are tied 4-4. On to the 12th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. The pitch. Late swing, fouled off. Man at second. That misses, and now it's even 1-1. Just missed.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Pitch is in there. And the count is 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Tied at 4. Bichette waiting for a turn at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bichette. Just missed.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Straight 1. One away with a runner at third, and we're deep into extras. Base hit into the outfield. Endless score from third, and it's now 5-4.
Well, there you go, the RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Coming out out of the bullpen for the Twins, Justin Topa.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Right down to shoot. That's strike one. Topa, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground, 2-ball. Correa over to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Chad Green.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So
the batting order turns over, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. And the pitch. Here's the strike, 95 of that one. Way inside, gets out of the way. So the tying run at second. Here's a high chopper. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
The batter for shortstop.
The batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
you have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Kicks and deals. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing. Just held it back there. The tying run is 90 feet away. Fall off foul. Here's a 2-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Twins.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
So it's their last chance in this one. Royce Lewis now at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Hit on the line. In to score is the runner from third. All tied again, 5-5. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in, I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
2 outs, runner on first. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Pitch out, but no action. Two outs. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball two. And the pitch. There's a strike. And it's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swinging a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners into corners with 2 away.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. Really nice job staying in the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Now it's the right fielder, Max Kepler. And that one fouled off. And fouled off. And a swing and miss. Good job of damage control right there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. At the belt and fires. And that one is inside ball one. That one not close. And it's 2-2. And he deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Alejandro Kirk. Line to right, base hit. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
Well, these guys were trying to take a lead late in this ball game. It looked like he had a real chance to get in there safely, but the defense was all over it. Close play at the plate. The tag gets him just in time to keep the game tied.
Addison Barnes Parker next up for the Blue Jays. That one off the mark. Ball one. Two outs. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at, and a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. To second, and he's safe. So 2 down. Spencer Horwitz will hit next. And that's in there at the knees.
1-1.
Two on, 2 outs. That misses the zone. 1-1. Left-hand hitter waits. And a count 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. And another ball. That one misses. Full count one. Ernie Clement to bat next. And it's ball 4. Missed down low.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments where everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Go ahead, run on base. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to go over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Kirk on third, Parker at second, Horwitz on at first with 2 down. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Right-handed reliever on the ground to first. Now it rolls down into the corner. He pulls into second as 2 runs score on the play. Tag, and he's not at the play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 outs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And now this crowd, after grinding it out this long, finds their club down to their final 3 outs. Blue Jays 7 and the Twins. Last half of the 13th set to go. And now for the Twins, Carlos Santana. Green back to work. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Tying run at the plate. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Righty delivers. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Matt Waller.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. tying run at the plate. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one.
He's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And the count 1-2. With the tying run at the plate, you're deep into extra innings. That one missed.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Inside 3-2 the count.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the air, right field. Springer sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Miranda. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. They're down to their final strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's off the mark, and it's 3-2.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't grieve one either.
1 strike away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Gets there, he's under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim victory in 13 innings.
A 13-inning win on the road. Very impressive all the way around. But what I like is the opportunity that certain players who don't contribute a whole lot game to game, they came in big in this one. And I think they'll be looked upon and called upon in future games to help get the W as well.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they lay 14 runners on base. For the Twins, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors, they lay 13 runners on base. That was the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.